Happy Wednesday. How's everyone? How's your week? Mine's really boring, and it's just having PMS the whole week, so we're feeling a little not really moody, but I just want to be on my own, be on my space, like, if you know what I mean. But despite having PMS, I still did my makeup. So I have been doing my makeup for 3 weeks straight already without missing a day, and because of that, I am so happy to say that I reached my goals in this project pan, and I have hit pan on four shades. So I've hit pan on 4 shades, and I think some of these you have already seen in my previous videos and shorts. So it's not really a surprise, but yeah, I managed to hit pan on 4 shades within the 3 weeks span. Okay, so I think I'm gonna show you first the color story that I am working on. As you can see, it's such a neutral kind of color story. So let's start with the first shade. This is a matte, kind of a dark khaki. I think it's a dark khaki shade. This is the matte Capricorn from the BH Cosmetics palette, and I have used this 17 times. So here it is. As you can see, I have hit pan another matte from this palette, and it's just such an achievement, because if you have this palette, you know that the mattes in here are too hard and you will take a really long time to hit pan. But this shade I have managed to hit pan after 17 times. And as you can see from my previous videos, especially on my shorts, I have used this as some sort of an accent liner here in my upper lash line. But sometimes I also use this on my crease and sometimes in my lower lash line. And as you can see from the indentation that it has, I just use this mainly as a liner. And I will argue on this one if you say that it's cheating, because it's definitely not cheating, because I have used this in multiple ways and it's really hard to hit. Oh my god! And this palette is falling apart. But yeah, I think I'm gonna debug this one, because I have bought a magnetic palette. I don't know if all of the shades will fit in that palette, but I'll see if I can fit all of that in that magnetic palette, and maybe I can film the process of doing it. But so happy that we will be rolling this one out. The next shade is this brown shimmer shade from the Moira Time to Shine Celestial, from Moira Time to Shine palette from the Celestial series. And this palette, you have also seen this a lot on my previous videos and shorts, and this is the shade I was working on. This is the bright shade, and I have used this 13 times before I have finally hit pan on this product. I mean on this shadow. And it's my first time hitting pan on a Moira, and now that I have hit pan on one, I can see that the pans are pretty shallow. So maybe if I roll in another shimmer from this palette, I know that I will not be having a hard time doing it. Okay, so by the way, I have mainly used this shade as a lid shade, and sometimes if I don't feel like wearing a brown shade on my on my lids, I put one in here in my in my Eyeshadows to have it as a accent color. Next shade is this. It's basically a topper, like an eyeshadow topper. I really like pink eyeshadow topper with pinks and gold glitters. I don't know if it translates to the camera, but it's really glimmery and glittery in person. So this is the shade Brilliant Luster from the Etude House Playtone palette, the Cashmere Mauve variant. So I have used this 18 times before I've hit pan on this palette, and after hitting pan, I have used it 3 more times. So I mainly use this shade, as you can see on my previous videos, as some sort of a inner corner shade, or if I feel like doing it, I'm maybe using it as a topper on my eyelid shade. Next shade is this icy blue shade. It doesn't really translate well if we use this as a lid shade, but if you use this on your inner corners, it's really pretty. And you will also see in my previous videos that I have loved using this on my inner corners, like a really nice pop of blue on my inner corners. So this is the shade, and I've hit pan on this after using this 16 times. And I will really miss this shade because this is one of the most unique shades I have in my collection for inner corners. The last shade is this warm brown shade from this palette. This is the Maria colors. I got this from Shopee Choice, and you have also seen this palette a lot in my previous videos because it was my aim to rotate the palettes that I have in my Pantos eyeshadows and pair them with my palettes that I have in my No Pan Left Behind. So this is where we got today. I have used this a total of 20 times, and as you can see, I still have not hit pan on this. And my only rule for this project is to use an eyeshadow 10 times, and after hitting my usage goal, I can decide if I will continue using it and hit pan on it, or just roll it out because I am getting bored of the shadow, and I will be deciding to roll this one out because I am getting tired of this palette already. So I will not be showing you any looks that I made using these palettes because I will be doing that in my first update for my No Pan Left Behind, which will come after this video. Since I am rolling out 5 eyeshadows, I will be rolling in 5 new eyeshadows, and I just do this randomly. So I'm just gonna show you a screen record of the numbers I will be randomly generating. I have my laptop here with me, so I can actually tell you what shade corresponds to the numbers I generated. So this is in no particular order. So the shade number 30 is the Egyptian Desert from the Detail Makeover palette. So this is the Egyptian Desert palette. It's from a Filipino brand, and this brand renamed their brand and this palette no longer exists. So the shade, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I read it wrong. The name of the palette is Egyptian Desert, and the name of the shade is actually Oasis. So this is the shade Oasis. I think it's one of those blue green shifty shades. So let's just put it here. It's one of those brown green shifty shades. Okay, I think I will be hitting pan on this. Shade is the Warm from the Folklore Ever-Changing palette. So this is the Ever-Changing from Folklore, and Folklore does not does not make this palette anymore, but some online shops are still selling this palette. So, okay, so this is the shade Warm. It's a warm light brown kind of shade, and I think it's actually perfect for a crease slash transition shade. Okay, so next shade, it's the number 216, and it's another shade from Time to Shine palette. So this palette will remain in this project, and I actually don't mind because this palette will be turning 2 years old in August, so I need to use this more. So the shade I have rolled in is this shade called Spiced. It's more of a glittery topper. It's the only glittery shade in this palette. So am I rolling in a new set of neutral shades? Yeah, so it's like a really metallic and glittery beige shade. Another neutral shade. Okay, so next shadow is number 273, and it's the sixth shadow from the ZZ Crystal Skull palette. So this is the ZZ Crystal Skull palette, and it's the purple pink palette. So this is number 6. It's a shimmery pink shade. It's the first color shade that I have rolled in this project. So yeah, I think it would be cute as an accent color. I don't really wear this type of pink maybe I'll see. I will be doing the usual shorts get ready with me that I do, or maybe on my next video I can do a get ready with me using all of the shades I have rolled in for this round. Okay, so the last shadow is number 1 shade from the Beauty Glazed Smoky palette. So this is the Beauty Glazed Smoky palette. If you remember, this palette was a customer from last year's Pando's Eyeshadows. Okay, so this is the shade number 1. Oh, it's another boring shade. I think it's one of those shades that I will just be using 10 times and rolling this one out because I don't want to waste my time hitting pan on a matte white shade. Okay, so this is my new color story. It's pretty much a neutral with a pop of pink. But I'm not really complaining because I have also my No Pan Left Behind, and you can hear Tokay Gecko in the background. I call him my friend because I don't want to hurt animals even though they are considered to be wild. And Tokay Geckos are not the most trusting animal that's living in your house. I am not the most thrilled with this color story, but as I have said, I still have my No Pan Left Behind palettes that I can pair these with. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe on the next update I will be hitting pan on these 2 shades. That's just my prediction, you guys, but that will always depend on the flow of time and my mood, basically. So yeah, I will keep this update straight to the point and a little bit short because I know No Pan Left Behind update will be lengthy and you will see why. Okay, so you guys, I hope you enjoy this update and please let me know how is your Pando's eyeshadows. I hope you have a lovely day and stay safe and take care. Bye!